Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will talk about Microsoft Copilot. We will learn what is Microsoft Copilot is all about. I will show you how you can access Microsoft Copilot, how you can create your first Copilot. We have a couple of very interesting use cases that I'm going to show. So stay tuned. So in this video, we will learn all about Microsoft Copilot Studio. The first question is, what is Microsoft Copilot Studio? So if you don't know, Microsoft Copilot Studio allows you to create your own Copilot. What does that mean? That means that you can create your own Copilot that can talk to any of the document that you have, that they can talk to any public website, or you can extend Microsoft 365 Copilot capabilities. If you have worked on the Power Virtual Agent before, the Copilot has all the capabilities that PVA used to have. On top of that, it is also having all the leading conversational AI capabilities. So you can think about Copilot Studio giving you all these different generative AI, Power Virtual Agent, and other AI capability into the single tool or single platform. Now, the second question is how you can access Microsoft Copilot Studio. So Copilot Studio is a licensed tool. And if you go to Microsoft.com and if you go to Copilot Studio page, you can see there are two options that you can do. You can try it for free. So if you are doing POC and if you try to learn and understand what are the capabilities are, you can always try free. You still need to have an M365 login to access it. Or if you go to the pricing section, you can look at the licensing detail and how you can use it. So currently it is showing $200 for 25,000 messages per month. This is for the tenant. Okay, so good about pricing. We're not going to go too deep into the pricing, maybe another video. The second question that comes to in mind, where to access it? So to access Copilot Studio, you need to go to copilotstudio.microsoft.com. Once you go to copilotstudio.microsoft.com, it will take you to the page. If you are trying this first time, it may ask you to start a free trial. If you have the license or if your tenant already has purchased the license, it will straight go to the Copilot Studio homepage. If not, you can select the detail and start the free trial. Once you do that, you will end up on this page. This is the Copilot Studio page. So this is the place where you can start creating your Copilot. Okay, now how you can create your Copilot. So first thing that you will see on the left hand side, you can see Copilots. If you click on that, you will see the Copilot that has been created. So I have created some of these, but we're going to start as a fresh. So you have two options here. You can create a new Copilot or you can import a Copilot. We're not going to talk about importing in this video. So creating a new Copilot, what you will do, you will click on the new Copilot, provide the name of your Copilot. Okay, select the language, and then we have this section. These are the things that's going to enable this particular Copilot that we are creating to talk to any public website and create more generative answer. So for example, so let me pause for a minute and let's think about where these Copilots can be useful for the real world example. So one example that I always think of, when we are working the Power Platform with customer or for POC, we always have so many questions about licensing. That, okay, if I have this particular license, can I do that? Or I'm trying to do something, what kind of license I need? Now, generally, if we have those kind of questions, we go to Microsoft Documents, the licensing detail, and start reading through the documents. Now, sometimes it takes time to finding the exact match where I can find the detail that I need. So instead of we working on finding those answers from Microsoft licensing guide, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a Copilot that will do that heavy work for me. And I will ask question to this Copilot, and I expect this Copilot will give me all the answers, whether it can go to the Microsoft documentations, licensing guide, or I'm going to also throw YouTube here. So it can go to the YouTube also and find me the detail that I need. Okay, so we're going to build a Copilot that can help us to find any licensing detail around Power Platform. Okay, so first thing that we need to understand in this generative AI, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add two websites here. I'll start with one and I will show you how you can update. So I'll start with YouTube. Okay, so what I'm saying, this Copilot will go to the YouTube and find me the detail depending on the question that I'm asking and give me the generative answer using the Gen AI. The logic is simple. You just need to find the URL and paste it here. Click create. This will take some time to create the Copilot for us, and then we can start making update or changes to it. Okay, so once it's created, you will end up on this screen. On the left hand side, you have the test Copilot that will allow you to test the Copilot. As you can see here, we already have our website that has been added. We will talk about files as well. Okay, now on the left hand side, now you will see some more links enabled. We have generative AI, that is the Gen AI. This is where you can add a different websites or documents from where you want to extract the information using Gen AI. So you are not going through the documentations or YouTube to finding the particular information. The Copilot, by using the Gen AI, will find the information and give you the answer that is more applicable. So we have added this YouTube here that is already listed. Now what we're going to do, we're going to add one more here for Microsoft documentation, so the Microsoft website where we can find all the information about licensing and others. Okay, so this is the Microsoft Power Platform documentations, right? Now you may be wondering that why we are picking up this particular URL instead of going directly to the licensing URL. So if you see here product licensing, if I go to this URL, this particular link start providing me all the information about the licensing and other details, right? Now if I select this URL and go back to my Copilot and enter the URL, it will give me an error. That website can't be more than 2 label deep. So you need to remember this. If you are trying to add any public website, you can only have 2 label deep website. So that means I need to remove this part. Okay, so this 1 label, 2 label. Now it depends on the different URL and how URLs are being constructed. You can select what we need. But even if I provide this, it's still gonna try to find me the information that we need. So I'm gonna click add. Okay, you can add up to 4 websites here. So I have already added 2. If you have 2 more, definitely you can add it. But this is not only thing you can do. What you can also do, you can also upload a particular document. Currently this feature in preview. So if you are creating the Copilot for the production environment, I would highly recommend to review this. And if it is okay for you to use it, then only use it, because there may be some changes that Microsoft may apply in the future. So here what we're going to do, we're going to upload a document. That is, again, we're going to get it from Microsoft website. Okay, so if you go to the Microsoft documentation, there is a document that says Microsoft Power Platform Licensing Guide. And this is the long document, as you can see here, but it talks about all the different licensing combinations that you can have, what capabilities each license is going to bring. So I'm going to use this as a document that I'm going to feed into my Copilot and let Copilot find the information from this document. Okay, and this document that you're going to upload is going to get saved to the Dataverse. Depending on how much space you have in the Dataverse, you can upload that many documents. So it's directly in relationship with how much space you have in your Dataverse. Now there are the type of document that you can upload here. You can upload Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF, text, HTML, CSV, XML, any open document, rich text format, JSON, YAML, and few more. Okay, it doesn't support the image, audio, and video and executable at this point of time. Okay, maybe in the future, we never know. So I'm going to drag and drop the document, that licensing guide that we downloaded. It's going to upload and it will be available for us to find questions against it. Okay, as you can see, the document is already uploaded. Now there is a Copilot content moderation. This particular setting allows us to dictate how precise we want the response to be or how many responses we want. If we say high, that means it's going to give you fewer answers, but it's going to be more relevant. If we go low, that means it's going to provide most of the answers, but the accuracy of relevancy will be little lower. Okay, And if we want to just middle, we can select the medium. We're going to keep it high. We want less answer, but more accurate. Okay, so we added two websites. We added a document in our Copilot. Okay, and then we're going to go here and start communicating with it. Okay, so let me start asking the question straightforward. Okay, so my question is very plain. Need information on Power App license. Click send. Now what's happening behind the scene, as you know, we have not created anything else. We just added two websites and one document, and as you can see here, the Copilot magic is already working. So what it does, it went through the document, it extracts the information from the document for us, listed down. On top of that, it also have giving us the sections from where it's finding the information and other details. So it's providing me all that information, right? And if you click on that, it is even opening the particular section from that PDF document. Okay, now let's try to ask some more complex question. Okay, so I'm going to ask some complex question. So what I'm asking now, can I use AI Builder with Power Apps free license? Let's see if I can get any answer for this one. Now, if I have this question and if I don't have the Copilot, I need to read through the document and find it. Here, within the seconds, I have the answer. This AI Builder is not available for free with the Power Apps license. AI Builder is licensed on a capacity basis and require either Power App Premium or Power Apps per app license. Very useful information. And more complex questions, like for example, I'm saying, can I create a flow that connect to SQL? I only have Power Apps per app license. Okay, let me send this question and see what answer I get. As you can see here, saying yes, with the Power Apps user license, you can create. Now let's take a few more examples. So I'm gonna ask more broader questions. So just the Power Automate license details, right? And see what it's gonna bring up. So now as you can see here, it bring back all the information from the documents. And this time it also went ahead and actually go to the Microsoft website that we have and actually provide us the information from there. So now as you can see here, it is trying to get information from all the different data sources that we have given. So we have given this website and also from the document. Okay, so now we're going to try some more questions. Let's say we will say Power Apps Gallery. I need to know about Power Apps Gallery. I send this question to it, and now hopefully it's going to bring back some of the YouTube example for me so that I can learn about Power Apps Gallery. And as you can see here, I got 3 examples where I can find more information about the Power Apps Gallery. So this is how useful it can be and what it is doing, or what you can do with it. You can combine multiple data sources together and be interactive with your Copilot. Rather you typing in somewhere and searching for those details, you can just talk to your Copilot, and Copilot will do all that search and analysis for you and give you the best result that you need. Okay, so this was all about the licensing and finding what you need. Now let's take another example. If you are creating an app or doing some other coding, for example, Python or C#, if you work on that, sometimes we need a code example, a code sample that we can use in our app or in our code. Okay, and what we do, we search our question, go to the different website and get those code samples and start using them. So instead of we finding the information, rather we will create our Copilot, let Copilot know that which all website that we generally go to find those code samples, and let Copilot go there, find the code sample for us and give it to us so we can use it. Again, saving a lot of time and giving us more time to do some more productive work. So for that, the process is very similar. We could go to the new Copilot, provide the detail, and I already have that Copilot created, so I'm going to go there and talk about it. Okay, so here if you see, once you create the Copilot, you can define the different website where you want your Copilot to go and find those code samples. Here I have 4. As you know, we can only have 4 websites. So I have Stack Overflow, Code Project, CodePen, and PowerUserMicrosoft.com. Whether these are the best website or not, these are the example. You can pick your own website where you generally go. Those websites can be anything that you prefer, depending on the technology that you are using. Okay, rest of the information I kept it same. Now I'm going to say simple, right? So what I'm saying, give me the sample code that I can use to collect data from a SharePoint list to a collection. Let's see, here you go. It gave me the code example. It also gave me some other detail, And on top of that, it is also giving me that from where this is getting this information, right? Okay, so I said that give me an HTML code sample to create a slider control, and I have it. I don't need to go to the search and search for this information. It find out and give it to me. Now, remember, it's going to restrict to the website that you have provided. So this is very important, where you want it to search or find the detail that you're looking for. Very useful, and it's going to save a lot of time. Now, we talk about what it is, how you can create it. Now let's talk about how you can deploy it so you can use it, or you can let your colleague and your team use it as well. So we'll go to the publish, click on the publish button, say publish. What it is going to do is going to start collecting all the detail and start publishing. Once it's done, it's going to say it's good to go. Then we can go to this channel. So go to the channel. Now, as you can see here, there are many channels are available. Depending on the type of authentication that you have selected for your Copilot, you will see these enabled or disabled. If I go to the settings on the left hand side, you have the security here, click on that. Then you have the authentication. If you select no authentication, most of the tab is going to be enabled. If you select only for Teams and Power Apps, and now if you go to publish, go to channel, all these things are going to disable, because now it's required authentications, and that authentication is only going to work with Teams or Power Apps. If I go to security again, go to authentication, and here I can define the manual security. Okay, I have different service provider, so I can say AD, ADV2, Gen Auth. I can define the authentication for my Copilot. Okay, for this simple example, we're going to keep it no authentications. Close, go back to the publish, channels, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this particular Copilot to my teams so that whenever I need it, I can use it, or I can share with my colleagues. Okay, once you go to the team, click on the open bot. It's going to redirect you to the teams. You can use the app or you can use the web. Okay, and once you reach to the team, it's going to give you the pop-up. It will give you the name of the Copilot that you have given and other detail that you can see. Click add. Okay, now as you can see here, the Copilot is in the teams here. As you can see, I can pin it so I can use it whenever I want. Okay, and here you go. So now my Copilot is sitting inside my teams. So whenever I have any questions regarding license, I can directly ask my Copilot. So I don't need to go to the browser, search for it. I have all the information with me, and I can keep enhancing this information by updating the website that I'm using or the documents that I have there. So I can make it more and more powerful as I want it to be. Okay, yeah, that's it for this video. Now, there are some other information that you might be looking for. Like, for example, we talk about making more advanced settings in Copilot, like sending an HTTP request or creating more complex topics. Leave the comment if you like to see that in the video. I will definitely create the video for that. For now, thank you very much. If you have not yet subscribed, make sure you click on the subscribe button. Thank you very much.